You be quiet. Thank you.
Oh. Bzz.
So, yeah, sorry for the background noise there. I just can't help it. Can't hear background noise at all. That's good, that's good. I can hear it. I mean, I could technically if I if I turn down the gate. Let me quickly try that and see how that sounds. If I go to my mic setting and turn off the gate. That's my room right now. I think it's better like that. So, minimize. Spy logo, what did you miss? Hey, T-Nuvial, nice to see you around here. So, yeah, again, as I've said, it was my car had 45 degrees Celsius today in the sun, admittedly, and when I drove off after a kilometer, it went down to 38. Thank God. Only 38 degrees outside. I felt like Olaf in Frozen. Well, not Frozen so much. So, too much talking. Let's get cracking. This is what we are going to take a look at today. Kirk Hunter Studios have released Kinetic String Motion Engine. And can't hear anything over all the fans. Yeah, I can totally imagine that. Sorry. I need a new mic stand. That one is shitty. So it is on intro price for $99.99 and goes to $149 in I don't know when. It's called the world's most flexible ostinato pattern strings. And this is a true hands-on today because I just finished downloading the library. I have not played a single note with it. I just watched the walkthrough video to at least have a bit of an idea what we're looking at. But pretty much same situation today as if you were to open it in your DAW the first time. So, true hands-on today. And last but not least, let me paste the link to the giveaway. So all you gotta do is head over to good old Facebook and wave Mr. Zuckerberg and leave a comment below this post that I just left there. And at the end of the stream, probably we are giving away a free copy. Thanks to Kirk Hunter Studios for providing that. Without further ado, let's jump in and see what it sounds like. I should probably go to the short strings because it is a short string library. There we go. All right. Nothing to see here. I need a browser. There we go. At least that's what I prepared. That's what I have prepared. Kinetic strings. We have low RAM and normally individual instruments. The library is... I don't know. Actually, I want to check the size of the library. Is there anything I cannot show on screen? Let me put that aside. I have some NDA projects going that I am not really allowed to share. So, there we go. Samples. Kirk, there we go. Oh, sweet 3.5 gigs in size. That's what it comes with. Hey Remco, nice to see you. So, Kinetic instruments, low RAM, full version, and individual instruments. Let's just power up the horse and put the full version on. Ha! And by the way, I managed to make the Contact GUI bigger. At least a little bit. So you should be able to see the stuff way better now than we did yesterday on the stream. Apologies again if I messed up your eyes there. So, this is... Oh, the AC is killing me. Oh, that's better. That's better. I mean, it cooled down a little bit and I have the door open, so maybe that's enough to bring in some much needed refreshment. So I loaded the instrument, didn't do anything at all. Let's just play something. Ah, hello CPU, old friend. Why is that? I mean, I'm at 50%, I'm in my template, but that should not be that much of an issue. But again, it's not the libraries that are doing that much damage to the CPU. I'm also streaming in 2K at the same time, so my system is a little bit busy with stuff. So it can be... know what? Let's outsource this to... How do I do this? I am going to duplicate this guy. Put that below the rest. Let me disable this. Yeah, I'm putting the library into vPro, then we shouldn't have that much of an issue with that. So going to channel, let's do 13. Hello vPro. So let me add contact here. Okay, that should be channel 14. And we send this back through 27. Now we should be good. I said channel 14 and coming back through. Why is that all name VP local? That's hilarious. Anyway, sorry for the hiccup here, but I did not consider that this thing might be a little CPU heavy. So again, samples, Kirk, Hunter, Kinetic, instruments. Okay, there we go. So we see the same thing. And let's see what Cubase says now with the CPU. Okay, I just have the wrong return. There we go. And this goes to string ensemble short. Let me just put the reverb in case we need it. Okay, I think now we are fully prepared. I apologize again for the delay there, but now we are ready to go. Oh yeah, faster tempo. Good point, good point. Let's go with 120 standard. Oh, we have Kirk Hunter on board as well. Hello and welcome, and thank you so much for providing the giveaway copy for the audience. Okay, now we are ready to go. Engine is outsourced. Again, it's not the library that is so CPU hungry. It's my system running the template and the streaming in 2K at the same time. It's just that's struggling a little bit. That sounds rather cool. I do like the fact, and I saw that in the video, that you can play notes at the same time, so you not entirely need to rely on the arpeggio engine, but can. Yeah, but if we look at the CPU, it's the full package is definitely pretty. So we are spiking a little bit here. And right now, I don't know, how do I have set my preferences for 10 threads per instance. I have an i9 9900 9900 CPU, so it's not the worst one. That's rather cool. I like that. That's the first patch, but I think we have quite a lot to explore here. So let's look at the interface. Big, nice picture in the top. We will need to look into these functionalities later. I guess, yes, that's a menu. So we can choose different sound settings. Let's check out some of these.
Captain America.
So if I understand correctly, every time that I trigger a new node, the new node starts from the beginning, which means that's actually pretty cool. So when I play the low notes here, the pattern in the high strings restarts. Which immediately creates like these polyrhythms and these back and forth. Know what? I have an idea. I want to try something. Actually, let's quit Cubase for a second. I mean, I have the big template running here, but we should be very fast. Let me quickly quit Cubase and just run Studio One without any other stuff. So just the library. I just want to make a fair comparison here with a CPU load. So let's see. Let's quit Vienna. We don't need that right now. Okay, Studio One, empty project, nothing in there. Ready to go. Yeah, of course. I could skip that by yeah. Question: aren't loops risky for copyright infringement? I mean, with millions of composers' hands on the same loops. There is definitely a risk of that, especially when these loops are very very distinctive. I actually had the problem with one of Heaviosity's loops in one of my projects. So empty song. All right, so we have an empty song and we load an empty instance of contact. Nope. It's contact VST3 now, so let's use this one. Okay, empty project, nothing in there. And now we are back to the small screen. I apologize again. All right, so CPU is at the lowest it can get. Nothing to see here. It's still hovering around 50% CPU, and this is, I mean, that, again, I'm still streaming in 2K at the same time, so that might be the issue there. So when we look at the CPU, right now, OBS is, well, it's taking a bunch of GPU. Well, let's try some of the other presets first. I want to do that. So what do we have? Robocop. It sounds really, really good. Okay, let's check out some more of the interface. Unfortunately, there is no way I can make this window bigger. In Cubase, I could. So either we go back to Cubase with a bigger screen, or we just keep it as is. Can you see the interface on a regular HD stream in 1980 times 1920 times 1080? Let me know. Otherwise, I just switch back to Cubase, but not in the template, but with an empty session. Big enough on the screen. Okay, fine. Good. We have some buttons here. Oops. Apologies. What was that? Oh, they have some demos, I guess, for the presets. Hey, Potro. Okay, so little presets or demos for the presets. That's actually a good idea, so you don't need to play yourself to know what it sounds like. They're just friggin' loud compared to the rest. In space. Let's actually play that. Okay, then we have, I guess the star icon is... Oh, we have some explanations down there. So the star icon, show popular notation rhythms that you can load. Oh, wow! That's clever. Okay, I got it. So you have some basic rhythms, and then you can change all the rhythms at once. And the really clever thing is that the individual lanes are not synced to each other. So if I play an eighth note later, you get this. That's really clever. I like that. So. Oops, that doesn't work because the line is 116 to have that 112, I guess. Okay, so you can drag these lines here and then oh, bad. Okay, let's do this in 80. I don't know, are these rhythms time stretched at all? Or is this like little bits that are put together? Because when it goes slower, it sounds a bit... No, it's fine, it's fine. It was just bad interpretation on my end. I like the fact that you can just create basic rhythms and can go fast. Is there a way that I can move these sliders all four at once? It's a little bit tedious to do that every time you want to change the time signature. It definitely sounds very, very big. Cadence Z. Okay, there's aim for much faster tempos. Kirk, I mean, I am no developer. I can compare whatever I like. So it's my stream. So of course I could. There are some obvious candidates to check it against for sure. And I thought about doing this at some point, but I also don't need to, of course. Yeah, Kirk, again, for me, this is really a first hands-on, and I haven't, beside a video that I watched about the library, I haven't really touched anything yet. So I'm really exploring the library with my audience here. That's... I should do whatever I want. Oh, nice info button here. Let's quickly check this out just to get an overall idea. Again, I know not much more about the library than you do out there. Create your own custom independent rhythm timeline patterns for violins, violas, cellos, and basses, all playing together at the same time. I think I got that. Each of the 4 timelines has 64 events. That is all the way to the right. Got it. Each timeline is divided into 4 programmable regions, and regions can be overlapped. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got it. Okay, you have these 5 sliders, and you can program them in any kind of way, it looks like. Yeah, right. Not really sure. Okay, there we go. Oh, they can overlap as well. So technically you can have 464 steps. Right? So if I do this, and then I do this. No, that cannot overlap. I mean, why would you want to overlap that? Just trying to figure out how that works. Maybe just bring in a preset again. Marcha. Click the highlighted text for more stuff. Okay. Oh, nice. It sparkles. That's very clever. Okay, where were we? Divided into 4 programmable regions that can be overlapped. Choose a single region that will continuously cycle through itself, or select cycle mode. Cycle mode? What is cycle mode? Oh, in the beginning there. That lets each region play, then auto cycles to the next region. Once all 4 regions have played, the cycle will repeat. Dude, this thing is ginormous in terms of functionality. Might not be all done in a 1 hour 30 stream to look at everything that this thing offers. Let me close there. I'm overwhelmed by all the information. You said you can make the sound smaller. This is something that's actually really interesting. Let's see what we have. Mic positions. Oh, by the way. Interestingly enough, there's not much of a difference in the CPU load for the mic positions. But that's great, so you can make it very small. I'm digging this. And there's no added reverb. Okay, you can. I mean, some of these buttons are really very, very small. Why can I not just drag it? It always stops when I drag it. You know what? Let's just do this. Okay. Okay, understood. You can apply the internal reverb. What I would be interested in actually is when you play a chord, does the engine determine... How do I get back here to... Oh, there we go. How is the chord split out when I play, for example, 5 notes? So let me solo, for example, the violas. Okay, so there's no kind of auto-divisi function, it seems. So every pattern or every part of the ensemble is playing the full chord according to the range, right? Hey, Raid. Kirk, okay, there's an issue with Windows. Yeah, I'm not on Mac, sorry. Okay, you can change the ranges. Got it. But it's not like auto-divisi splitting a chord into the different voicings, like, for example, in the orchestra, which is kind of comparable a little bit with these auto-arranger sequencer thingies on board, which is not an issue. I just was curious. Rocks. Oh, still solo. I like the patterns. And okay, let's explore a little more what we have here. So this looks like some under the hood tweaking. It's MIDI CCs. Okay, I'm overwhelmed. We had the mic positions. Right now we are just on the close mic. Let's check the other mic positions. And we have a far position as well. Okay, that definitely is far. I do like the close mix. Does it auto sync when you play the sequencer? No, it still does the same thing. I like the lows. They have a good bite. Good chunk of bite in the low end. Me like. So, let's listen to one of these single ranges here. So, violins, violas, cello, basses. That makes sense. Honestly, I haven't really wrapped my head around the whole concept with these 64 lanes and the 4 parts. But I think this is not much of an issue. What's interesting is... what does this do? Copy violin pad. Okay, copy to clipboard. I understand that. Paste. Okay. Solo mute. And we have a randomizer. That is pretty cool. I like that. So we can randomize all these single lanes. Let's see how that sounds. I mean, the only thing you really need to hit all the notes at the same time. Little bit off in one of the notes and you get like blah, 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 blah. Quick question, can you actually turn off the pattern so that it does not play, but is... Yeah. Very beefy. Those are pretty. And this is the close mic, keep that in mind. So there is... And by the way, it looks like we could technically also... Oh, we have a panning for the individual... Oh, nice! So we can spread this out a little. Now let's bring back the whole thing. Unsolo. That sounds a little more like a violin, like a string section in front of you. What do you mean, not possible for emotional? And what we haven't seen yet is that the whole thing comes with 3 different articulations. We have pizzicato as well. Who would have thunk? Pizzicato. Yes! Why do I always end up with that? So then we have Marcato. Still missing Chocolato, but, well... Let's switch the engine back on and see. Randomize, 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 randomize. I want to have like triplets on these. Why is that still red? I think because I copied that. There. That's an interesting rhythm there. Kirk, is there a way to control the velocity not by velocity, but by mod wheel? Go to the mixing page, the velocity controls are there, because actually I do like that kind of stuff rather with mod wheel controlling the velocity instead of the velocity. Velocity takeover 36, humanized reps, velocity variation 10, velocity sensitivity, added reverb. You said I find it here. Where? Auto mix information. EQ bend, EQ gain, humanize repetitions. You can even more humanize the repetition. That's pretty cool. Velocity takeover, velocity sensitivity, 80, velocity variation. Melodrama, just refresh the YouTube page and then it will say Kirk Hunter strings. So if you tuned in right from the get-go, then right, but I changed the title in the back end. Anyway, not finding this where you can change it to mod wheel. Change the velocity sense to 0 and then you can assign a controller for volume, but the library is best if you use velocity for volume. Oh, okay. Velocity sensitivity to 0. Oh, okay, then it's friggin' loud. Okay, understood. It's not really meant to be used in that way. Okay, then we just gotta use velocity for that. Go to the main page, click the velocity volume CC1. Okay, that's more what I had in mind. But you're right, actually it plays nicer with velocity control. What happened? What happened? I broke it. I broke it. Okay, sustain pedal doesn't pedal. Sustain pedal. Sustain pedal doesn't do anything. Undo. You know what? Let me just reload the whole thing. By the way, how much RAM is low RAM? Okay, Kinetic strings is 480 and low RAM is 258. And I assume no. Okay. And I just forgot it's half the size. It was half the size before because I kicked off a mic position. Yeah. Okay, we're back at the 2 mic positions. How does it behave when I have all 3 loaded? Will it break my system? It's a little more demanding. I mean, it's more samples playing at the same time. I want to play a little more with these rhythm thingies. Okay, let's viola cast. That's actually rather cool. I didn't even think of that. Obviously, yeah, you can turn off individual sections and play, for example, just rhythms in the lows and single notes in the highs. It's cool. Yeah. Sam, there is no note assignation? Is that a word? There are no notes assigned to the individual sections. So every section plays the full chord. Yeah. Arrhythmia. I think when I turn up the velocity sensitivity, I can even play quieter, because it's still too loud for my taste when I play soft. But then again, it's a little too much sensitive and doesn't play loud. Need to figure out something in between there. Choose independent range. We were not done with this. Choose independent ranges for all 4 sections. Add an auto mix feature compensates for overlap ranges so that you don't get too much of a sudden jump or dip in levels. Humanize the repetition speed between each event for added realism. That's what I wanted to check out, the humanize function. There is a little close button. I didn't see that before. So humanize repetitions. I guess when I humanize repetition speed. For added realism, you can randomize the speed of each repetition. Use the slider to scale the effect. The lower the value here, the more perfect the speed cycling will be. High values will drift somewhat, but the drifting will eventually lapse. Okay, take it off. All the way up. That's actually rather cool. It sounds a little more human-like. Will that translate into the MIDI export as well? Cool. Automix node mixer scans all 4 playable range and their overlapping areas if they exist. Then, yeah, I have to admit again, I haven't really found out yet what's the overlap thing. Let's just load some other preset and see if we can bring some light into the dark there. Oh yes, it will translate into MIDI drag and drop. Talking about which, actually, you know what? Let's find out what this does. So let's record a little phrase here, shall we? Done! Yay! The life of a MIDI composer just got so much easier. Tension cue. Hip-hop groove. Done. And AirSig Titan right in the beginning said the track delay is about -65. So let's see if he's right about that. A little up front. 45, I would say, rather. Okay, that works. So, anyway, there is this little MIDI button here. Click here to stop MIDI recording. Click here to stop MIDI recording. I haven't even started. Record MIDI file. Click this button to record a MIDI file. When you hold notes or chords, the repetitions events will record it to an internal MIDI file. When you are finished, click again to stop. Then you can drag the MIDI file to a track in the DAW using the drag and drop MIDI button to the right. The drag and drop MIDI button to the right. To the right. Here? Okay, let's figure this out. Waiting for MIDI input. I think I messed up the playing at the end there. So, oh, now there's a drag and drop MIDI. Drag and drop. Pop. Nice. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? What did it do? Well, know what? Full ensemble spiccato. Let's just compare how that would sound played through a Raya. Obviously, we need -250 track delay here. If we put it to -250. There we go. Okay, let's see. Raya. Okay, pretty much overall works. Needs a little low end. No, I think it's held the note because I held it in the original MIDI. No, I didn't. So it needs a little cleanup, but nevertheless, it's cool to export these patterns. I think it's meant like this. I could set all notes to 16th length. That might make sense. Quantize length. If I were in Cubase, I would do it blindly, but I don't know. I think it's possible in Studio One as well, but I don't know how. Okay, select all of the long notes and drag them to 8th. That makes sense. So like this. But the thing is, it works, and this is pretty cool. I like that. Good on you, Kirk Hunter. Well done. So now we are done with the meaty fun. Let's see what else we can discover in this library. I mean, obviously, there is not much of a change in sounds. It's all about the rhythms. We can randomize all at once. This is actually really cool. So we don't need to do it per lane. Oh, I still have Mercado in the high strings. Actually, let's do all pizzicato and then randomize and see if we can create something clever. All pizzicato, tempo, let's do 100. And randomize everyone. Is there a way to turn off the screen infos? I think with pizzicato we shall move the humanize repetition slider a little to the left. That sounded like a drunk orchestra, but maybe that's also the intention behind it. Okay, randomize a bit more. Randomize a bit more. No, not meaty. Oh, come on. Randomize. There we go. I think I accidentally just did that. Thanks, Kirk. Yeah. I don't like the randomize there, so let's take pirates, of course. So what does this stuff up here do? Oh, okay. It's the tempo. We need that in spiccato. And by the way, is these... Okay, now I realized these steps are just on and off. It's not like you can set a velocity for a certain step. It's really just play or don't play. Sen, that's actually a pretty clever idea. Make a new preset to see how it works. So how do I reset everything here to 0? Oh, by the way, you can do the rhythm thing for individual lanes as well. Hey, Ragnar. Yeah, Kirk, is there a way to I think you just need to do this. Okay. So let's explore this a little bit deeper. Let's move this over here. I just want to have all the You should open a pattern using the disk icon. That will load up a perpetual motion that load all nodes. Doing that will make all rests. Disk icon. Load pattern. Perpetual motion. Okay. Whoop. 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 Okay. And by the way, what is tighten and broaden? Use the slider to the left to increase or decrease the node length. Okay, got it. So let's start with medium on all of these. I wish there was a way, like an extra lane, where you can decide if you want to move all at once. Looks like that doesn't work. Scambot, hey, how you doing? Yeah, it does auto set tempo to your DAW, so it follows up here in the master session for Contact. You can see that you can either sync it to your DAW. So if I go to 110 or 111, then it will be 111. Global lane is the plan for the future. See, you heard it here first. So when these are 32, 64 spots, so that is 16 each. I just want to see if we can kind of initialize the patch. I still want to try to understand these 4 ranges per lane. All right, so that's the basic starting point. We have 4 1-bar ranges. When I play right now, nothing happens. How surprising. So let's see. If we do this, that's very fast. Okay, got it. So okay, this is the grid length for each of these steps. So right now, each of these steps is a half note. Quarter note. And the shark is coming. So let's keep it at 16th. So if I, on the second lane, if I just do on, off. Honestly, it's a little clumsy. So you need to drag it up, or I thought just one click is on, one click is off, but that doesn't work like that. You have to drag it all the way to the top, right? So now it's only playing this. But why is it not jumping to the next one? Let's turn the cycle off. Ah, okay. Understood. Now I got it. So we turn that off. That's interesting. So it stopped playing. Let's bring this back. No. 319. Let's do some Bulgarian rhythm here. I do like that. So let's see. Copy. Paste. Okay, that didn't work. Again. Copy. Paste. So how do I say that I only want to play these first 2 cycles? Like this? Two, 3, 4. Check out the cycle button that looks like a refresh button. So how about a seal of approval? It did not stop playing. It played empty regions where you had no notes. Can you pitch a single note? No. You can only have 2 plates. Either only the first one or all of them. Ah! Understood! So when I turn that off, then it plays only the first one. And then I can pretty much ignore the rest of them and just do this. Still, it's a little clumsy to find out. So when let's drag these out. So when I drag to the top, it fills them, and when I drag to the bottom, it clears them. But it's not like when I do this, then I want to get rid. I'm too old for that shit. There we go. Should go back to Cubase for the bigger interface. So, okay, when I do this, then I only have 2 bars playing in the violins, right? Click at the bottom of each even. That makes it a bit event. At the bottom of each event. Bottom, top. Yeah. It's I mean, that may be my resolution of the screen. It's just a little bit clumsy. So let's bring in the violas. And luckily enough, the violins don't play. Oh, another thing, the ranges. We can determine where the violins start to play, because I do like to separate the ranges a little bit. No violins. So they start on C. Okay, cool. Just a quick reminder for everyone who tuned in later. Kirk Hunter Studios was so kind to provide a giveaway copy today, so you can win this very library we're checking out today. All you gotta do is head over to good old Facebook, leave a comment below that, and at the end of the stream, we will pick a random winner through a good old trusty page, commentpicker.com. Which I haven't even opened yet. Let's see, where are we at in terms of commentpicker.com? How many entries do we have already? 60 comments. How is that possible when it's only 50 people watching? Just kidding. So let's say the violins, the violas, play. No, they play 8th notes. Kirk, I want to show you something. Just a quick idea. I don't know if that's feasible for you, but when Studio One has a very neat function, namely the pattern editor. So, and when I go into the pattern editor, what I can do is play notes very loud, but that's not what I meant. This. I can determine, okay, I want to fill this with just quarter notes, or with eighth notes, or with 16th notes, or I want to have eighth notes and move them all to the right. These little pattern controls, this will be insanely useful for your library. Like, fill all eighth spots, fill all... You kind of have that a little bit with these things. Well, technically, this is it. This is it. I'm just missing the quarter and eighth. Ouch! Sorry, the quarter and heart attack. The quarter and eighth notes here. So. I mean, this is triplet. This doesn't work. Oh, there's also something down here that we haven't looked at yet. So we need to check that out as well. So let's go through control after control just to understand the library a little bit better. Okay, you with me? Here we go. So again, this little button plays all 4 regions, or if you go black, just the one. That's cool. This little icon here, no accent, accent every 4, accent every 2, every 3, every 6, dramatic, moderate, subtle. Okay, accent every 4. That's actually rather useful. Every 3? It's cool. And then we say dramatic. Moderate. This is actually really cool because it gives a way more variation to just a simple pattern. This is nice. A subtle accent on every 3. Okay, I understand that. It's really cool to have that. Nice little concept there. Congrats. Good on you guys. That is cool. So then, next, tighten and broaden. Obviously, we just want it tight. Really, really tight. Okay, that's put an octave on the strings. Okay, so now let's fill these violas with a popular pattern. Oh, sorry. And technically, I think you can also create odd meters by just putting the cycle there. Yeah, you can create polyrhythms with that. This is rather cool. I think that is nice. So let's do this. Okay, let's say the bass play. Come on, here, go on the 1. Give a steady pulse, please. You are tight. We put an accent on the 2. Oh, heart attack again. And define the range for the basses to C1. Come on. Okay. That is rather cool. And now all we need to do is galloping rhythm dum diddle dum diddle dum diddle dum in the cellos. Yep. Maybe that's in the favorites as well. Is it? Dum diddle dum diddle dum. There we go. That was easy. And here we put an accent on every 6. The cello. I feel that we should take the far a little bit down. Yeah, there's definitely an issue with Windows systems. I cannot grab the fader. Just doesn't work. Okay, but concept is clear. We have 2 different independent rhythms. That's the cellos only. Can I turn down the cellos a little? Yeah, we have a mix section here. Okay, cellos a little bit to the right, please. Set to the right. I'm not following. Why is... Oh, the range. The range is overlapping. Cellos, you go. Cello's range goes from C2. That works. Okay, I need to limit the cellos just to that octave. So C2 to B2. And the violas start at C3. I actually want to do something crazy here, like this. That's rather cool. That is 9/8 over 4/4. Okay, let's not go too crazy. Let's do this. Violas are a little loud as well. The cool thing is when you change the ranges so that they don't overlap, it actually allows you to play velocity based on these different instruments. Mod where it doesn't, sustain pedal doesn't work. Okay, let's put something down with that. It was a little bad. Actually, let's just have them there 4/4 as well. So there we go. So, and what I think we need to do is hard quantize this whole thing. Okay, so we're gonna cut this, duplicate it, and here. So when we do, I just want to try something. If I remember correctly, every new trigger triggers the sequence from the beginning again. Ah, okay, it does. Would be great if there's a way to let the sequence keep playing the way you have it, no matter if you retrigger or not. So like another button in this interface, like, do you want to retrigger the sequence or do you not want to retrigger the sequence? Because I could imagine with setting up the rhythm, you can do some really nice stuff with the melodies, but you cannot really do it because it's triggering right from the get-go again. So either you just define a basic rhythm that you keep going throughout, like this. Oh, that's the. Kind of like this. Very, very. I need 16th notes there. What is this 3 thing here? Triplets. Oh, we can Sordino the whole thing as well. Let's see how that sounds. Okay. I have to admit, I'm not really a big fan of that Sordino sound. It is obviously it's a artificial Sordino, and it just sounds like a filter on top. But well. By the way, when we do that in 30 seconds, then we have very fast players. Sounds just hilarious, so let's not do this. I see these 3s up here. Triplet. Oh! Triplet low rate. Oh, you can determine that the very high strings are playing triplets. Okay. That's why it sounded odd. Ah, I had that on the wrong position here. That's why it sounded bad. Triplets are not played. You need to play. Yeah, it sounded odd because my MIDI was off here. Oh, sorry, I gotta turn on the AC again. It's killing me. It's very warm. The interesting thing is now that we spent half an hour building our own setup here, let's, well, do we want to save it? Well, just save it. Doesn't matter. My first pattern. Now. So anyway, what does what we build sound like when we just change it to another pattern? Terminator. I mean, technically it doesn't really work because of the 3/4 time signature. 3/4 doesn't work. Crazy Jig is 3/4 as well. Here, the marcher is 4/4. Okay, let's see. I have to admit that the pre-made rhythms sound way better than whatever I came up with here. But I have a quick idea. The orchestra. Not that this is necessarily easy to compare, but I just don't have any other Kirk Hunter stuff that I can put aside. So, let's do some Horn of Hell stuff here. Quarter, rhythmic. Wasn't there a preview function? Okay, interestingly now, let's see how that sounds when we copy the strings just over to the orchestra. And maybe turn that down a little. Oh, the orchestra is a little bit behind. Come on, guys, be in time. And the patch is just bad. Need another one. Battle rhythm, war rhythm 16th. Don't know if that's a good idea. Should put that an octave up. Oh, come on. Then we don't do it. Damage. Oops. Being lazy here. Sorry. Just don't have time all night. Straight all-star loops. All organic. Come on. There we go. So, click. Not working. Why does it sound so bad? I think it was just way out of time. Quantize. Maybe it's minus 65 indeed. It sounds a little early. Oh, this one needs to be 0. That's why. That's why it sounded off. Oh, come on, minus 45. By the way, strings are green. Okay, once more. I just need to yeah. No, I just totally messed up the quantize here. That's why it sounds so bad. There we go. It's just very random with the rhythms that I chose to play here. Okay, let's keep going like that. Okay, I want to repeat that. I like that. Keep going with this one. And last one. Yeah, I think this works. One thing that we need to do is change the... I need 16th here, otherwise the end part doesn't work. So diddle 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 diddle. Just putting that on top there. And the last. So, kind of like this. And this one is also, by the way, off the grid. Can we please have that quantized to 8th notes? Okay, that works better. Hey, Flozy! Yeah, I was just funny that you say that, Kirk. I was just about to look into the sound because it sounds very dry. So I was thinking about that myself right now, getting the far mics into the sound. And then obviously... no. Damn it! What am I doing? No, Orch tools? Orchestral tools. Gracias. Muchas gracias. 6 French horns. There we go. Yay! Best track I've ever written. I mean, it just... No. No. But, I mean, you get the idea, right? This is what it's all about. Just about the idea. A monster of an insect eating my hand. So that was a live kill. That was my first ever live kill. I apologize. Yo. Okay. A little loud and could use a little horns. Can you push back a little? You are a little up front. Please go back. Go back. Go very back. That damage stuff alone is not enough. I need probably some high ticky stuff. Small rooms. No, actually, let's do woods, big drums, cymbals, metal. Metal is always good. Yeah, ticky stuff. No, not this one. What the hell? That's the one I just loaded. Yes, sir! There we go. I like that. Okay. Record. Where's that coming in? was a little ringling in the end. And I also don't want to trigger the full thing, but yeah, there we go. I need this key so I can trigger the other stuff manually. So this goes up an octave and one down. There we go. So now I can load some big drums. Bring in the big drums. Yes, like this. Whoops. I don't like that one. Big Tom's 4. Oh, that one is nice. Yep, let's go with this one. And we bring that one in right here. Louder. I have an idea. Let's duplicate this. So, where is no bass, violin cast, there we go. AV. There we go. And now click on the control and push this to velocity. It's very annoyingly on top. And for this one, let's get rid of the room mic. So, okay, let's see. There is that high ring that is coming from the metal part there in Perk X, but for now I just don't really care. It could be a bit louder. So let's see how that sounds. And it can be a bit to the left. Okay, then we obviously need a little low-end oomph. Not full brass. Trombones, A12, Marcado long. There we go. So I need to get rid of that ringing thing there. And I could do that by just restarting the loop. Okay. Trombones, quantize. And last but not least, we could just put a little riser thingy. Files. Machine, moment, files. There we go. No, there we go. Ava. Good old Ava instinct. Never disappoints. Riser. No, I don't want to. Yeah. It's very loud. I don't want to have it too bold in your face there. Just need a little bit of movement. Yep. Little quiet, huh? Oh, it's muted. Why is that muted, and how do I unmute it? I think I accidentally hit something that muted the audio, and I don't know what key switch that was. I was just wondering, where is the friggin' riser? Mute events. Event. Unmute events. There we go. Thank you. I think that's a nice little cue there to and what I wanted to do. Did I do that? Like turn off the mic? I did this. Okay. Last but not least, we need the stereo main out. I mean, why is my stereo out not in the list here? It doesn't really matter. Anyway, Kirk, I only have the far mics off on the high violence. The other ones are on. There you see? See? I swear. I mean, I can bring them up a little. No, I can't because I can move the fader. So I gotta learn the fader. So now I can. Okay, let's bring them up a little. I turned the far mics off on these violins that I bring there in the end because I just felt they need a little more cut through. So let's make that quick and dirty. Waves to the rescue. Scrolling till we reach the L3. Thank you. There we go. Multi-maximizer stereo. Bam. No, not the one. I apologize. L3. More low latency. That's the one I need. Ceiling, a little bit of boom. A little low. A little high. Turn down the 500 range. Like this. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Want to tweak them a little bit. The strings, I mean. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. Ayla, come on, read this stuff. You know that it's valid. Hello? I just realized I haven't even saved the whole thing. I mean, there's autosave. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ah, thank God. So going back here. Hopefully. There we go. Save. So let's spice them up a little. Rich. Okay, what we're gonna do is go to the like 500 range. Let's solo the strings. And then we compress the out of them, right? So we want to, yeah, not so fast attack. Threshold, put it there. Ratio about 3.5. Okay, let's see. What? Most of the time he's used up has been other stuff than kinetic strings. Yeah, true. I mean, kinetic strings has done the job pretty fast. I mean, I just went with what this inspired. I just wanted to have something to finish the night, you know? Quake? Anyone? Lowrider. Lowrider makes the end. So. But I think what he wanted to say was just a sentiment in terms of how fast the library is to work with, and you just need to work on other stuff, right? If I didn't get you wrong. Apologies if I misunderstood. Yep. Okay. Okay, that last one is a little bit loud and also not on the one. That's a big one. Dum dum. Why is that? I think the one is this. I mean, you get the idea. Just Just bring it a little bit down. And we're good to go. I think that's fine. Save. Any remarks on this? At least it's the perfect cue to draw a winner. It's the perfect cue to draw a winner, for sure. Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, just a little representation. So, final thoughts. Cool. I like it. It's a neat little library. There are a few things in terms of orchestration. It's if you take it further in terms of proper orchestration, it's a little bit of a nightmare because all the 4 sections play the full chord, so there's no spreading out of the chords into the individual sections. But also that's not the aim of the library, so that's fine. And the sound is cool. The mic position is cool. Think a few little optimization possibilities here and there in terms of, like, for example, controlling all the lanes at the same time if you want to tweak something for all 4, so you don't need to move every lane on its own. No, Tinuve, I think if I understand Kirk correctly, I think what he meant is that the library is pretty fast to work with, and then you can spend time on the other stuff because the strings are already done. That's the way I understood it. So it's actually a plus for the strings. So very, very fast workhorse. So, what's selling this thing is the media export functionalities, so that you, even if you don't necessarily like the sound of these strings, you can export the media and use it with your own libraries. That's pretty cool. Let me quickly get the AC out. So, that's better. And the noise coming in now is the cicadas out there. So, always something that makes noise. But, yeah, it's a cool concept. It's well executed. I do like it. CPU load can be a bit heavy depending on your system. So on smaller systems, there might be a little more. But also, again, keep in mind, I'm streaming at the same time. So that's why it's spiking a little bit in the CPU range. As Kirk has said, usually it does not eat that much CPU. And, I mean, you can always render the parts if you feel like that. Okay, last call. Let me put once more the link for the giveaway today. Again, thanks to Kirk for, by the way, thanks for tuning in today and leaving your comments on the library, and also for giving away 1 copy of the library. All you gotta do is jump to this Facebook post and leave your comment below. So I give you just 1 more minute to do so if you haven't done so yet. We can also quickly check out where we are with comments. Looking at 71 entries today. Nice. So we'll probably end up with 75 to 80. So 1 in 80 will be lucky guy or girl tonight with a new string library at his or her hands. Yay, at their hands. And last but not least, shameless plug. You definitely want to make sure to head over to courses.composingtutorials.com. Because I am about to finish my production music course. Coming live beginning of August for early access and the actual launch in September. And you definitely want to put your name into the email if you want to be notified about how you can get early access and get it for a little cheaper. Not a little, quite a bit. So, beginning of August, the early access will become available. I'm very happy with this one. This is going to be good. Tons and tons of content, video content, how to create production music, lots of different styles. It's going to be good. So make sure to check that out and subscribe. But back to Kirk. There we go. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. Kirk, how long is the intro pricing? Intro price is 99 and goes 149 after that. So after the intro price period. So if you want to grab it now, better go ahead and jump on the 99 offer. Saves you $50, so you can get 2 coffees at Starbucks. Great. And other than that, where are we at with the comments? 3 people were willing to put their name in the hat as well. All right. So that shall be it for today. I will fire up the queue and hit the Get It Now button. You guys and girls ready? Oh, I need to be here and push play and then hit the button. So who's gonna be the winner tonight? This afternoon if you're West Coast overseas? Let's go. The winner today is Michael Farrell. Congratulations, Michael. You win the library. I was too early. There's the climax. Anyway, Michael, happy day to you. You win the library. Kirk, I will get in touch with you and get in touch with Michael to sort that out, how you get the stuff sorted. And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. This was fun. That is a nice little library. Congrats, Kirk. Great release. I dig it. And definitely see you next time, which will be probably on Monday, checking out JXL Percussion by Orchestral Tools. I'm going to head off and watch the Spitfire video now. Let's see what Charlie Klaus is up to. So thanks so much, everyone, and see you soon. Bye-bye, and you have a wonderful night, afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are. Bye-bye.